you're able to gain a passion, and it's almost a fever that you catch from others, to realizing that you're making huge differences in people's lives and enabling to obtain their dreams.
It's not just in student aid or anything like that, it's just in life in general. Rather than making a conscious decision to do this, that it really just happened. And the more it happened, the more you were entrenched, and the more you became inspired and continued on to do that process.
You know, as we thought about this year's Leaders and Legends event, it's our 10th anniversary, and we really wanted to do something special. And as we sat around the table talking about this, one thing we realized is that we had never honored a couple. And there's a lot of great couples in Phoenix. And as we thought about education, which of course we're interested in, and thought about impact, we really started thinking about who had had more impact that we know in education as a couple than Vince and Jane.
Certainly they understand that the work that they do has an impact on the community, on the state, perhaps the nation at large. But they're also motivated to help individual people one by one by one.
They share a passion, commitment, and knowledge of execution to help the next generation of the nation's students achieve their educational dreams and goals.
They always have vision about how big the impact can be if the organizations they're involved with do great things and if they're supporting that. They pay attention to detail, they care about the individual, and then that makes the venture they're in successful many times.
We had worked together a long time before we were we, and we had worked at the national level on a number of student loan policy issues, and I had served on the board that he chaired. He served on the board that I chaired. I served on committees that he was chairing, and he served on committees that I had chaired. And so we established a great partnership early on and have kind of a firm understanding as to what our roles are. We even at one point brought in a person who analyzed personalities for the entire management team, and she laughed when she got to the two of us and she said, "He's the guy that's got the vision and you're the person making it happen." So that was sort of very eye-opening for both of us.
You realize that a family in India, or a family in Mexico, or a family in Europe, all has the same thing in common. They want to have a reasonably good life, they have a job, be able to provide for their families, and their hope and desire always is, always, that they want their children to have an education so that it would be an improvement from one generation to the other. That hope is universal. That is why we're part of College Success Arizona. That is why we are part of Helios. We want to make it better every day.
So they make terrific honorees for our 10th annual Leaders and Legends event, because not only the massive impact they've had in Arizona, but really because of the long-term impact they've had to education really around our country.
Their impact through Teach for America and National Board Service, their board service on local charities such as the Phoenix Suns and the Arizona Science Center, everything they've done has been intentional toward benefiting individuals in Arizona to elevate our quality of life.
They've got the vision, they've got the wherewithal, and most of all, they have the time and experience to succeed.
They're there both individually and as a couple, and I think that's a leadership quality that's worthy of others to witness and experience and to follow, and it really makes them unique, both as individuals and certainly unique as a couple.
The overall goal, in my opinion, is to make Arizona better for our grandkids and their kids, so that the world through Arizona's eyes is able to improve, and providing the opportunities to talk about and formulate policy, to me, is one of the biggest things that we could possibly do. I hope for this state that they begin to look at education as an investment as opposed to an expense. I also hope that every individual, no matter the zip code, has an opportunity and has access to a quality education.
No one entity can solve or can strengthen education, can solve issues related to affordability, to access, and to success, completion, things like that.
Arizona has the capability, has the resources, has the leadership that can make that happen if we focus on our children and make them move forward in a coordinated process.
It all starts with education, though, and that's what the Roigs, I think, really understood from the beginning. Thank you, Vince and Jane, for being true leaders and legends in our community. You're really one of the power couples in Arizona, and I'm glad that I can be part of this day that's helping people realize just a little bit more about what you've done throughout your illustrious careers. Just thank you very much.
Congratulations to two individuals who have dedicated their careers to ensuring that the next generation of the nation's students have an affordable higher education experience.
I've often thought the two of you should be referred to as the dynamic duo. I think Batman and Robin would be proud to have you as part of their club. I'll let you guys decide who's Batman and who's Robin. Again, congratulations to both of you.
We are so humbled and proud to be part of College Success Arizona and to be designated as leaders and legends. We've had a discussion as to who's the leader and who's the legend. And since I'm older, I think I'm the legend.
In his own mind.
So I just want to say thank you to all of our friends that are here today to support us and to support College Success Arizona. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being who you are, and thank you for your support.